Hello, this is my official... This is my official, Updog video proposal for 3 AM and I'm on the final boss. So I got 3 locations. Technically 2. I'm thinking the TCE office, and then I'm thinking of the TCE office on the green screen, and then the doghouse living room. Ideally, we could shoot this all on a Tuesday. I'll talk more about that later, but it's going to be a pretty simple setup. So the shot 1, I'm thinking we can record first with Mark. Preferably, the band would be set up in a tight and awkward space. Very obvious that it's in an office, but moving very chaotically, recorded very chaotically and close. If possible, I think one take would look cool if we have Mark or whoever's recording on an elevated surface, recording us, like, kind of looking down as we're looking up. But regardless, the main idea was that we're all in a very chaotic space, we're all moving chaotically, and the camera's kind of zooming in, like, going crazy on us, obviously focusing more on, you know, probably Cody or, you know, the bass, like the fingers instead of, you know, facial expressions. Kind of similar to something like this. You know, it doesn't have to be exact, but that's the closest thing I could come with as an idea, as a representation of what I'm thinking of. And then section 2, once we get that recording of all of us running through the full song in an office, we could even do like 1 or 2 takes, however many we want. Then I'm thinking the next section we could do, each member of the band has their own solo shot in front of the green screen. So by that, I mean, we could start with Cody. Ideally, I was picturing them with their sunglasses. They'd be in front of the green screen, and we just record them doing the whole song, whether they're singing, performing, doing something silly, whatever. But basically, they'd just be in front of the green screen, and they have complete reign to do whatever they want. I think it would be cool if we have each person kind of doing their own recording, so we could have one of Jeremy, one of Burger, one of me, and one of Cody. And the same premise, each person would be in front of the green screen, kind of doing whatever they want, making it very chaotic though. And most important part though is that I would like to record these, because I have an idea in my mind, and I want it to be focused very much on the person who's in front of the camera. So it wouldn't be just like a whole shot of them and all the green screen. I think it would be like a moving, continuous shot, pretty close up of whatever they're doing, but the green screen is still visible in the background, just not the, you know, not the main focal point. This music video I found was pretty cool. I think this was a good kind of representation of something we could do. You know, it doesn't have to be exactly like that again, but basically same idea where these people are in front of, you know, the green screen, they do whatever. You can bring out whoever it is, you can bring out other members if you want, just as the only requirement is that each person has their own separate video, if that makes sense. I would want Cody to be doing the entire song with their sunglasses and jump into frame at that intro, but like I said, I mean, I'm open to, you know, any suggestions that anyone can bring at whoever's discretion. You know, I have some ideas, but we could talk about that in the next slide. Yeah, mainly just as long as each member has their own recording. Come on. Stop. So some suggestions for the solo shot. Like I said, Cody would ideally be singing the song with the glasses. But like I said, they could be doing whatever they want. Anyone is welcome to suggest anything at Cody's discretion. I would like to record that. Same thing with Jeremy. I had the idea of him sitting in a chair or like being edited somehow to get Turkish implants, something silly. Again, since it's one person, we just want to focus more on whatever they're doing. Suggestions welcome at Jeremy's discretion. I want to record this. And then same thing with Burger. They'd have their trombone. They could do whatever they want. And I suggested Burger could wear like a green suit so that they could kind of blend in with the background, but they could do whatever. And then for me, the same idea. I can't really think of anything that I could do, maybe just perform, but if anyone has suggestions, that's fine. And then for mine, I would like for Mark to record it, and I would have my camera. So yeah, these are the suggestions that I had, but like I said, we can do literally whatever. If anybody does have anything they want to add, I will link this slideshow and you can type whatever, or I'm also going to be linking the document, and it'll have a specific section for you guys to write whatever you want to write. And then the last section that I want to record is a full band performance at the Doghouse. So the band, in my head, I had the idea of all of us being in the living room in a very tight setup, but I want Cody to be like apathetically playing video games on the couch, kind of just ignoring all the chaos happening around them. You know, we could be on the couch, we could be standing up, or we could be in whatever way that makes us all look kind of very close with that same recording, just like very chaotic and moving around, but Cody's still present in the background. We could be zooming in. The only thing though is that my camera does not respond well to negative light, so it has to be very well lit. Mark could be recording this one. Now this music video I don't know much about. I kind of just, this is the closest representation. So, bruh. Stop! Oh no! Hold on. This, right there. So this scene right here is what I was thinking of. Just like we're all very close together, the camera's like doing all sorts of weird shit, and Cody's in the background. Again, I'm gonna link this slideshow if you want to watch the full thing, kind of pick and choose what you do agree with, what you don't agree with. Yeah, and then, stop! Post-recording. So my whole proposal is that basically we could just take one day where we all meet up to record the office scenes, and then we could even do this whole music video in a day or at a night. Ideally, we could meet at TCE and then record at the Doghouse after. I do know that recording would take a while. I definitely think it would be a little bit longer than 2 hours just because of how we are and just recording in general. So the goal would be to pick a day to record. I'm suggesting we could do it on a Tuesday night that we would normally meet to practice. We can record the office scene there, and then we can record all of our green screen scenes. And then after we get all of that footage, we can go home to the Doghouse and then record the scene of us, you know, in the living room. Yeah, I think, again, my camera doesn't respond well to low light, so I would prefer for us to do this in, you know, as bright as possible. Just because, like I said, like anytime I try to record anything dark, it like either doesn't capture it or it'll have this really weird effect on it. And I did really want to use that camera. And yeah, once we get all that footage, I would really like to edit this. After we get all the official shots, we're always welcome to add more stuff or just get random footage before or after us recording. I also have miscellaneous footage of Updog just out and about. So I'm thinking we can insert stuff there, or we could do like quirky little weird shots that anyone thinks anyone wants to record. Like if Burger or Cody or Jeremy has an idea, like, I don't know, record this thing, or like record me doing this, like I can totally do that, whatever. Just basically whatever ideas anyone has to mind, share them and we can do whatever. I'm thinking after I get all the footage, I can kind of cut it down throughout the video, kind of just get the best of the footage. And if there's any specific moments that you definitely want in the video that you for sure don't want me to cut out, just let me know so I can put it in there for sure. And then once I finish the first draft, I'll show you guys, and then we can decide if there's anything we want to cut, change, or add. As for the green screen, I think it would be cool if anyone had any suggestions for that as well. I was also thinking of having gameplay in the background, but we can also do like, I don't know, like anime background, or we could just do something silly, like whatever. Any suggestions, again, we could put that, you know, in the document that I'm gonna send. Yeah, and if there's any questions, comments, feedback, anything, just let me know. The main thing, though, is that if you do, I prefer for it to all be in this one document that I'm going to share, just because I am really bad at keeping track of so many different things on so many different platforms, and I feel like if we can all get this in one solid, like, location, it would be a lot easier to find and a lot easier to plan. Once we get all of our comments in, then I'm going to try to consolidate that into the final plan, just so that we have everything outlined and easy to follow, so that when we record, we can just bam, 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 get through the list. Yeah, and then the only other thing I was going to mention is that when we record, we're definitely probably going to need like a JBL speaker, or just some sort of speaker for us to play the song, and then like us playing along to it, you know, like we're lip syncing or whatever. And as for a drummer, this is kind of tricky. I was thinking we have two options. We can either get Jack to come in and film all of this with us, but I know that would be tricky because of Jack's schedule, so that's, if we end up doing that, we could end up doing a vote, and then from there we can try to meet with Jack and see plan something, but if not, I think it would be also cool if we could just do us four, since we never really have a permanent drummer, and that would be like a good bit. I would love for Trevor to come down, but of course that's not always a, you know, viable option just because they're so far away. So yeah, we basically have three options. I think the easiest would be for us to film without a drummer, but if we're able to make Jack or Trevor make it down, it would be unlikely in my mind, but you know, if we can, that'd be great. But I wouldn't really bet on it. And yeah, and then this link is going to take you to the outline, which is pretty much just everything that I explained in here, but in our own terms. And then this right here would be wherever you write your comments and suggestions. Yeah, that is my proposal to you. Long story short, I am proposing that we make a video, we film it on a Tuesday, we get all of it done in one night. We would start at the TCE office and then finish it up here at the doghouse in well-lit lighting. I would have Mark recording the shots that I can't record, but preferably I would like to record what I can. And yeah, like I said, whenever we record everything and have everything finalized, I'll edit it and then I'll show you guys. And if we have any more further suggestions, questions, or comments, then we can always, again, add more comments and then I can make another draft and show y'all. But yeah, the main thing is that I would like for this all to be kind of consolidated onto one document or documents. Yeah. So thank you.